All
detailed
right.
plan.
We are online. So we're going to go crash a dwarven wedding, and we're trying to recover the last orrery piece, which is, or the last unaccounted for piece, right?
Right.
Yes.
Because the other folks have at least what, one?
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, I believe they've got at least one. At least one.
so the unaccounted for piece is with the Horn Enclave dwarves. There's a major wedding happening between the Dargan and Thunderwind family. Dargans are merchants, Thunderwinds are more militant. We've secured an invite from the head of the mining exchange here in Phandalin, who is a dwarf with connections. She's hooked us up with a few invites. We're going to pretend that Noble Six. I mean, we're not pretending. Noble Six is a noble. It's in the name.
Yes.
So we'll be acting as his entourage. My plan was to make a statue for the couple using basically a giant pile of iron, which we can pick up before we leave. My other idea is to make a lot of extra ever burning lanterns, potentially to sell, but also just to have.
Um, the what is required for that? Because I thought you were making those for Sharna in exchange for the invitations.
So if it's a 2 week journey, I'll have 90 spell slots theoretically that I can use. And she was going to provide cost because there's a material cost. So she was going to provide cost for hers,
Okay.
but basically be getting the spell casting for free. And I don't have us listed as having any money. That can't be right.
I do know you went shopping big time.
Oh, okay. I moved it. Yeah. No, we have 5,200 gold.
Okay.
I was like, what? That isn't. I moved it because now it's in the bag of holding, and 5,200 pounds of gold was like crushing me in terms of weight limits. Oh, I never put all my spells back. Yes, so if I'm going to have 90 spell slots, the continual flame spell
Say 90?
costs. Yeah, because they said it would be 2 weeks to get there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I never remember if it's continual flame or continuous flame. Man, my internet's dragging. If other people have gift ideas, do that while I look this up.
So, like, what
Anybody?
is a reasonable
Anybody?
gift for this time setting and world at a wedding?
Wouldn't our maybe someone in our office be up on, or what's his face, the wizard? Wouldn't they be up on etiquette?
Like, yeah, what would be acceptable to do?
Uh, to an extent, probably, but their relationship with this place is not great. Largely due to the fact that when they were here, they did not follow great etiquette.
Oh, yeah.
Seducing the princess, for lack of a better term, pretending to steal, then actually stealing. Um,
Still George's idea.
Yeah. So they could probably give you some pointers.
Of what not to do.
Yeah, of at least what not to do.
Well, and they would know like basics of,
What kind of gifts
here's
would be
yeah,
good,
what's an appropriate gift for a dwarf wedding?
Um, yeah, they would probably know
Or would it
that.
be bad etiquette to bring a gift? Or, yeah. I would think it wouldn't, but
Yeah, definitely bringing gifts is proper etiquette.
that's what I thought.
Um,
You could bring a jar of frogs.
typically speaking, rare items, especially if they're dwarven made, gold. Dwarves love gold.
Minerals in general, I guess, that are
Yeah,
rare.
fine jewelry, anything you could find in the earth. But yeah, they especially like rare items of dwarven make, or any well crafted item in
Hmm.
particular, but especially if they're dwarven make.
I'm not saying we have to use it for this, or even that we should use it for this, but we do have a yellow diamond of earth elemental summoning,
Oh yeah.
which sounds very useful for dwarves. I mean,
But
that's
still,
also like that's a big gift, though.
It could count for all of us, though.
I mean, I think I'm feeling fine with some magic lanterns and a fancy statue,
Yeah,
but
that sounds good. Especially if it's somebody that they don't even know. So it's kind of
because the magic
That-
lanterns would be pretty expensive since they're 50 gold just to make, and then you're using a second level spell to make them. I don't know. What else y'all thinking? Veerice, you've got a million crafting skills.
that's true.
yeah, you're like the master Minecrafter. Minecraft.
I could Minecraft or something.
Maybe you could try and make some permanent, like maybe you could make permanent versions of some of the little trinkets that that you can make.
Hmm. Like I can do that?
I mean, that'd be DM prerogative, but
Right. Yeah. In this instance, maybe it could be allowed.
Yeah. What kind of trinkets are we talking here?
well, I was thinking the magical tinkering, so an object that sheds 5 foot of dim and 5 foot of bright light, a a 6 second recording.
What do you want that recording to be of for a wedding?
I mean, I was just thinking like things you would actually get someone. So like an
Yeah.
object that emits the smell of roses, and a little box that plays a little clip of music, and you could make another one is you can make You can make up to
I'll,
25 words of text appear on something. Maybe you could get like a famous dwarven love poem or something, and magically enchant it into a plate or something.
yeah, we can do that.
Like a teddy bear that talks.
Yeah.
Since you'll be
Teddy rocks.
on, a 2-week journey, and I'm assuming that normally these things have a time limit, correct?
Yeah.
So 2-week journey. We'll say you focus completely on one per week, and you can make 2 items that last theoretically forever. One for the groom and one for the bride.
There you go.
So that might be another question for sort of our etiquette person, but like a culturally appropriate dwarven smell, because roses might not mean the same thing. But something like that for the bride, and then maybe because she's from a mercantile family, right?
The bride is, yes.
And then the other one's from a warrior family.
Yes.
Maybe a short musical clip of like a dwarven like battle song, or maybe like the family motto, inscribed on like a shield to hang on the wall or something.
Yeah, that all that would be probably appreciated. Smells they would like might be, depending on the dwarf and the clan. Once again, earthy smells. Um, the smell of a forge, uh, ale or mead. Um, yeah, just they have simple pleasures. They can be, like I said earlier, they can be ornate with jewels and gold and very well crafted items. But as far as their, generally speaking, every dwarf can be different. Generally speaking, they're not. They don't need fancy food or fancy smells or drink. Um, they take pride in good hard work and good hearty meals. It would be rare to find them sipping on a fine wine, for instance.
So I'm trying to remember. George has leatherworking proficiency, and Noble Six has what's? Do you have any tool proficiencies?
Hey, Harry.
I'm right here. I'm pulling my sheet up right now as we speak.
It should have already been pre-pulled up.
Mason tools.
Wait, so you're telling me you can make me a nice, pretty flower pot, but you won't?
Concrete flower pot.
If we got some ale,
You could bring the keg robot along with you.
Yes, there we go.
I mean,
That could be a party.
didn't we give that to?
We left it on the boat with the pirates.
Yeah, I felt
Oh
like
yeah. Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
oh, I can also be making holy water. Okay, so ever burning torches, fancy statue, some. I still think significant trinkets from Veerheist would be meaningful.
Yeah.
Has anyone else picked up random stuff? It would have been good to know we needed gifts before we sold everything. I could also be making healing potions. That seems very like warrior family acceptable. Veerheist, do you have herbalism kit proficiency?
I don't think so. Got cartographers, artisan thieves, tinkers, and wood carver.
Did we has our didn't our rank go up?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a second level of our our thingy things.
Company positions, hordes person. Okay, I feel like we got a plan. What I was looking at for the franchise is would healing potion supplies count as trade goods?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I can
Unless
actually.
there's a separate category for like magical items or something.
Well, technically, I think they're not like an item in the book, which is weird. Anyway, it's only one item. Oh well. I might also buy some healing potion supplies.
Okay.
They're 25 each. Yeah. I'm really taking advantage of this bag of holding. I'm going to be crafting a lot of stuff while we travel. Because we decided, like, basically our base sort of slow teleports. Wasn't that the idea?
Yeah.
So basically we can just, like, sit in our base while this happens. Okay, so we ready to travel? Y'all good?
I think so.
Can we say that we got fancy clothes of some kind?
Yeah, we can. Speaking of that, what kind of fancy clothes would you guys get for yourselves?
I think Errant's would still have armor integrated into it, because that's like being an adventurer is part of his faith, and his fancy clothes would just be like upgraded kind of vestments. But I think maybe there'd be more like flowy cloth over it, so it's only showing through at like the pauldrons, maybe.
Okay. We can do that, but for these purposes, then you're probably going to be wearing essentially half plate instead of full plate.
But I like my full plate.
Oh,
Yeah, same here. I like my full plate as well.
It's not pretty enough for the party.
Can we just like polish it up? Maybe go to like some blacksmith and like have it inlaid with gold and some fancy.
Yeah,
writing.
bedazzle it a little.
I really don't. I mean, you can certainly try, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that they'll kick you out or anything, but you would probably draw attention. And
Well, we're just the entourage, right? Noble 6 needs to be fancy.
You're right. I am Noble Six's personal bodyguard.
Okay.
I must travel in full
I mean-
plate.
All I'm saying is, if you wear too much armor, you'll draw attention to yourself one way or another. And being that this is supposed to be a
Fancy party that.
fancy party where you're trying to steal something from a highly secured vault, it's up to you guys. You can wear what you want. I'm
Yeah,
just
but see,
letting
I
you know it
know
might be
us.
noticed.
We're not going to get out of here without fighting. There's no way. And plate armor takes like 2 hours to put on. I mean, here's the thing, too. I have a -1 dexterity, and I'm not proficient. I'm not going to be stealthy no matter what we do.
Yeah, what? Same.
It's not necessarily about being stealthy. That's all I'll say for now. But you guys can make decisions however you want to make them. I'm just letting you know that wearing armor or lots of armor might get you looked at a little harder. That's all I'm saying.
I'm having to think. Do I try to rely on my persuasion because I have proficiency in that and just talk my way through this? These stupid dwarven weddings. I want to be the tallest person there. Stand over the crowd, look like a sore thumb. All right, Aaron, what do you think? Do you have to strip down our plates? Or you take the risk and just stand tall, stand proud?
So here's my thought. So if we were to remove parts of the plate, put it in the bag of holding, could we reasonably like get enough of it back on in a relatively short span of time?
Yeah.
Like if you take off like the helmet, the gauntlets for your hands, and maybe the shin guards, and try to keep the chest.
Um, I I have no idea. Um,
So rules has written putting on the entire suit of heavy armor is 10 minutes.
okay.
This is only part of the suit.
Yeah, we could say 5 minutes then. We could cut it in half.
I think I can live with that. I still think we're going to get attacked with less armor, but
Oh,
Well,
100%.
we'll just have to kill him quick. I hope I can roll crits because apparently I can roll crits as a non-crit paladin.
Anyway, so we know what Errant is wearing. How about the other three? What will you guys be wearing? What sort of fancy wedding clothes do you guys gonna put on?
Well, I still want to go kind of as the disguise of I'm with Noble Six, that is bodyguard. So I'm thinking we have like a fancier like shirt, long sleeve shirt to cover the arms. I don't know, something similar to like dress pants for the legs, but the plate chest piece on for the partial armor, and maybe a nice hat. I want a big feathery hat
A nice.
to top off the look.
So you for clothes though, you're kind of doing something similar to Colby, taking half of it off.
Yep.
Okay.
Unless I can make my armor look like the Daedric Armor from Skyrim, then it completely stays on. If not, we'll go with that.
No. In the future, like if you've got downtime, you could probably go to the blacksmith and have them work the armor into that over the course of a bit of time. But no, you can't just do it all of a sudden.
I know that's why I've
Yeah.
have a T-shirt.
I mean, I do have Blessing of the Forge. I could potentially get a lot done while we're traveling.
But aren't you making lanterns and a lot of other stuff?
The lanterns are one action. I just cast the spell and it's done.
What about the holy water and the healing potions?
Holy water is an hour, and healing potions are one every 8 hours. I didn't actually bring anything for the holy water. I guess I'm not going to worry about it. So I could do a lot of alterations while we're traveling.
What's the Skyrim armor look like? What was it called?
Daedric Armor.
Oh, jeez. Really?
Why?
It's like pulsing red-veined black demon armor.
Oh, I mean, if you can convince Errant to craft it into
Wait.
that
It's
for
either
you
that or
in his free time, and just know that will almost definitely draw attention to you.
That feels like not the best plan.
So, would that be better than his plate armor?
No,
I
it
think
would
we're saying visually it would be the same.
Yeah, mechanically it would be the same as plate. It would just look like that.
okay. You know what?
but-
Fine.
But that would definitely draw attention.
Okay. How about we go with Skyrim Nordic Armor? We'll go with that one. Daedric one will put on the back burner.
But which version of that?
Is that ancient or Nordic carved?
Nordic carved, not ancient. Ancient looks cool as well, but we'll go with Nordic carved. Because ancient looks more like it's like medium armor.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of got like bear totem stuff on it, but otherwise it's still pretty normal plate. Just a little
Yeah.
bit ornate.
Yeah, see, it's ornate though.
Man, this is bad. I haven't played Skyrim in a long time, and this is pulling me back in.
Yeah, that's
Dude, the whole new like anniversary pack has added a lot of stuff. I'm tempted to get it and play just to see what it's like, but also
yeah, that will likely if you can play yourself off as his bodyguard, that might work. But
because he's a totem bear, right? Barbarian?
Nope.
mhm. No,
No, he's not. Is
Totem
he?
bear,
Ancient
totem bear, or totem bear.
ancestral guardian.
You know what? It's fine. He's
Oh, yeah.
still he's a
It was the
dwarf.
other game we had a totem bear.
He's a dwarf barbarian, and I think Nordic armor will match it. Will match him.
Veerheist, what are you wearing?
I guess I was thinking this kind of fancy robes of some kind. Probably kind of like the Merlin. I don't know what you'd call it. Yeah, magical advisor in his entourage.
Gonna take off your goggles and don a pointy hat.
Sure. Also, I want a big like gold chain with a clock on it, as you know, like a
Flavor
rapper's
Flav.
posse.
Is the clock as big as you? Is it like the size of your entire torso?
Okay, maybe not that big.
Because Veerheist is small, so a big
It's
clock
true,
would be
yeah.
big.
If it was big for a regular person, yeah, it'd be enormous for me.
Now I'm just imagining Veerheist taking out a pocket watch and wearing it as a necklace and being like, yeah,
Yes,
this is fly.
that's right.
And finally, Noble 6, what are you going to be wearing?
Well, I guess since I am the guest,
Mm-hmm.
The main person.
so I have to like dress up, but dress up barbarian, like, but nice barbarian.
So, like, rich furs and stuff, or
I guess
what are we talking here? Or do you see yourself more as like a Bruce Banner, Hulk sort of barbarian, where you have nice things, but you fly off the handle easily?
And sometimes you're just wearing shorts.
well, you see now, I was thinking like a nice fur armor.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like, what armor do I have right now?
If he's wearing like light or medium, can you just like put a robe over top of it?
I should probably pull up my character sheet again because some
As a barbarian, depending on what kind of armor you've got, if you were wearing plate, you could take it off and do unarmored defense or whatever it's called, which isn't as good as plate with your current level, but it's not like you're going around completely defenseless either. So you could
Honestly,
potentially wear just whatever you wanted.
Noble 6 isn't even wearing armor, right?
I think he is.
I have some.
Nope, I guess he's not. Yeah, so you're just using your... How does he have an armor class of 18? Is that... Let's see, 10 plus dexterity and con. 2...
Oh, because I have a shield.
Oh, okay. The shield makes it 18. Gotcha. Yeah, so yeah, you're not wearing any armor. You got wait. That still
That is
shouldn't make it. That still shouldn't make it 18. That should make it
17.
17.
Is he getting something from a magic item? Like maybe one of the orrery pieces.
Yep. Yep, the Ori of the Wanderer gives him +1. Good call.
So that means if I actually added just a little bit of armor, I can have an armor class as errant.
Probably.
It'd be closer to me.
You
I was gonna say my AC
Mm.
is 21.
I'm
I
at
think
18.
if he got plate armor, he could be at 21 as well. But
No,
does
because
he?
I'm armor proficiency with medium or light armor.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think you are stuck somehow. And yeah, that would be the proficiencies. Good call. You could get a feat at some point and take armor proficiency.
So all this means is I could literally wear the nice like.
You could wear whatever you want.
Yeah.
However,
You can't rage in heavy armor.
Gotcha.
But I mean, just use your ability score improvement at level. We're not going to get to level 8, but if you were going to get to level 8, you could use your ability score improvement to just bump your Constitution by 2 points.
Yeah, your dex. Both of them affect your armor. Yeah, dexterity mod and con mod. So you could bump either of them, and your AC would go up.
Well, I see Noble Six wearing a nice set of furs.
Okay. You will probably not have your shield with you though, for a wedding like this.
I have to de-equip my shield.
Yeah, and that'll probably also go for Errant, and maybe George, depending on if he can pass himself off as the bodyguard or not.
Gotcha. Well, you might have to manually take down my AC because I think when you added that modifier last time, you added it as like a permanent effect.
I think if we uncheck mark your shield, and
It was
yeah,
never.
it went down.
There we go.
Yep. Yeah, if you just uncheck mark it from your inventory, it goes down.
Well, see, it wasn't checkmarked in the first time in my inventory.
Oh, really? Weird.
Yeah, it was just a straight 18. The only thing I had checkmarked was the Ori of the Wanderer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're still attuned to that, so that will stay.
All right. So I'm wearing some nice furs, but without my shield. That's quite upsetting.
Well, in theory, you shouldn't be fighting anyone anyway.
Oh, we're gonna be fighting. We're gonna be throwing tables.
So with that, are you now ready to montage all the way up to the Horn Enclave?
Let's do
Or
it.
is there
Yeah.
any last minute things you still want to take care of?
I guess just to make sure that I have a pile of however much iron I'm going to need to make a statue.
And how much do you need?
I've actually found a blog that seems like it will tell me. What? That can't be right. Oh, I guess I can just turn coins into an equivalent amount of iron. I don't need to carry a bajillion pounds of iron. I think I'm ready.
Okay. Woodly 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 woo, and that was the montage all the way up to the Horn Enclave.
All right, I will mark off a bunch of stuff that I made.
Sounds good.
So in 2 weeks, I could make, if we say 1 potion of healing a day.
Yeah, that sounds right. Along with the other stuff you were still doing.
Leaves me with 6 sets of supplies. I have used all my continual flame reagents, and I have 30 ever-burning torches. I have to say, D&D Beyond is pulling out a little bit ahead of Roll20 on inventory management, because now you can do containers, and it still auto-sorts by name.
Oh, you can do containers on Roll20?
Yeah, or on D&D Beyond.
All right, that's what I meant. That is nice.
All right.
Was anybody else going to do anything while you were traveling, working on any projects?
I was going to use my stone masonry and carve a few things of
Okay.
random of sorts.
All right.
Maybe you could do like dwarven warrior god totems or something. Like little, like sort of holy symbol things like a dwarf would tuck into their armor going into battle. And Veerheist was going to make some permanent trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that,
Oh, I'd also be practicing the statue I'm going to make, just to like have an idea of dimensions and things. That way I'm not trying to like artistic it on the spot.
okay. Are you going to try and craft it in front of them, or are you going to have it already prepared when you give it to them?
My thought was to do it actually there, because also I don't know what they look like until we get there.
Okay. Oh, you're going to try and make it look like them?
It'd be kind of like a cool, magician show or something.
Yeah, I think that I'll maybe have it like sketched out, like poses and things, and then
Okay.
I'll sort of be finalizing the detail once we're there.
Okay, but you're going to make it try to look like the bride and groom.
Yeah, as best I can. It might be a little abstract.
Okay. Okay. And you're taking your teleporting headquarters with you.
Yes, so like a little door is popping up somewhere. Probably not too close to the Horn Enclave. And we just like open it and walk out.
Okay. You said not too close to the enclave.
Yeah, I would think not too close, because it might
Are you
look
trying
suspicious.
Are you trying to keep it hidden, like from guards and whatnot who might be keeping watch, like that far away, or are you wanting to? Like, do you want to walk a mile or two, or do you want to walk more like a football field?
I think we could walk a mile or two. That's not. I would say maybe like a mile.
Okay.
Or do we want to try and like? Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do it at a mile, and then we'll find a location inside and move it.
Wait,
Like,
what?
For a quick escape or whatever.
Yeah, like once we like know, because you said there's like taverns and stuff, right? There's like a little mini city.
Yeah.
We'll find like a dead end alley, and just like pop a door up like behind some loose rubbish.
Okay. All right. So with that, then, it is morning when you're getting there. It's a gray, cloudy morning, and from the distance you can see 3 horse-drawn carriages roll up to a mountain with seemingly heavy cargo. Dwarves can be seen steering the carriages and peering out the windows, and their voices carry a sense of excitement and wonder as they approach the Horn Enclave. The stronghold is indeed awe-inspiring. A massive arched stone entrance, a marvelous work of art in and of itself, leads into the mountain. 4 sets of heavy iron portcullises stand fast between the caravan's approach, with a set of stone doors taller than a giant set behind them to mark the interior entrance of the enclave. The caravan stops and waits as a dwarf with bagpipes steps forward before the portcullis gates. And as he steps forward, the gates seem to open to the tune of his bagpipes. The caravan then follows him back in, and the stone doors begin to open as the portcullises close again. And then the stone door is closed, and you lose sight of the caravan. Minutes later, you guys roll up in much the same way. Except you don't have a caravan. You are on foot. And here's your this guy here is the wizard Flabbergast, who will cast the spell if you need, and you can communicate with. Pretend that he is further away.
Okay.
I just needed him on the map.
Yeah.
In case you guys need him for whatever reason, I needed to be able to click on stuff. Yeah, so with that, your approach is noticed, and a dwarf with bagpipes begins walking out to greet you. And as he plays the music, the portcullises slowly open, and he'll greet you and ask to see your invitation.
Important sidebar. What is Noble Six's, like, for real name? Is there any kind of, like, anything else to that?
It's this noble sex.
Well, you see now.
Noble.
I don't want since anybody's know my real name. The last people that knew it didn't walk away from it.
Well, these are dwarven nobles who are going to expect an important name, and you are in fact being our important dwarven noble.
Well, you see now. I haven't thought that far.
Your real name is Jeffrey.
It's not Jeffrey.
How about Henry?
His real name is unpronounceable by
Little Rock. Because you're the runt of the family.
Maybe we just introduce him as, like, the 6th son of the House of Noble.
There you go.
The 6th son of the House of 6.
Well, this person just needs to see your invitation.
Oh, right.
We show them the invitation.
And with that, he begins playing the bagpipes again and beckons you all to follow him. And Let me.
Nothing says wedding like bagpipes.
Yes.
Come on, let me click stuff. Go back to the right layer.
Okay, no one told me these doors to be this big.
What's that?
I figured doors would be like this, not this.
Oh, those aren't dwarves.
Oh, what are those?
Why don't you guys make
Giant sentry guards.
investigate? Well, no, you're not investigating.
Perception? No.
Noble 6,
History.
you could make a history check with advantage.
Thank goodness.
Everybody else could make. I need to look at a
Insight.
sheet to know what the skills are. Yeah, I guess history would be history or arcana, whichever one you want to do.
Could I guide? Never mind. He gonna get it.
Oh, what? I left that turned on. It's a 15.
That's okay.
So you want me?
I'm also just going to set Dogdra out to the side, so that I don't have to keep moving her around with you guys. We'll pretend that she is wherever George is.
Hell yeah.
Or
Is
just
that,
like George in
that
charge
cool
of
with you
her.
guys? Unless you make a statement of her of not wanting her to come with you, we'll assume that she stays with George. But yeah, as you guys slowly make your ways in, following this guy, as you pass, let's see. Yeah, everybody would know this. Everybody rolled high enough. Those are iron golems. They are basically statues, very large statues, and you know that they can come alive and are usually used to protect things, like guards.
Yep.
And as you go inside, you hear the bagpipes stop playing, and the doors close behind you with a solid sounding thud. If I could just.
We're in danger.
And then. Yeah. There we go. Close enough.
The door got jammed.
I don't want to spend time trying to make that door closed perfectly. Let's just assume that it is closed perfectly. I don't know if you guys can see through it or not, but
I can't anymore. I at first I could, but now I can't.
okay. And as you come in, you are greeted. Yep. Beyond the double doors is an enormous rectangular hall, easily 50 feet wide and over 100 feet long, with smaller double doors set into the other three walls. Every surface of the walls, floors, and ceiling is exquisitely carved with runes and bas reliefs depicting dwarves at war. Grand pillars shaped like stone dwarves hold up the ceiling. The floor is intrinsically carved and appears to be inset with stone tiles that can shift, lift, and rotate. There are 5 dwarves in the process of moving tiles around, as if shaping a massive mosaic. Not far from the dwarves is a large metallic construct with a terrifying number of appendages ending in blades and saws. Thankfully, it is unmoving. A female dwarf with sharp eyes and deep red hair tied in braids calls out a greeting as she approaches the caravan. Welcome, guests and friends of Clan Dargan and Clan Thunderwind. Horn Enclave is at your disposal for the wonderful occasion of the wedding. And in the description I just said, pretend I didn't say red hair. Let's pretend I said blonde. And she will introduce herself as Rizwin Horn. And with your all's talking with the main office, you know this is the daughter of the Lord who was seduced. So you can surmise that if you mention Ak Inc. in front of her, she will react poorly. And if she finds out that you are Ak Inc., she will react even more poorly, as she was seduced and betrayed.
Honest to goodness, I blanked for a second, and it sounded like you said the Lord had been seduced, and I was like, wait, what?
No, yeah, I realized that that's what it sounded like as I said it. That's why I reiterated it more clearly.
Hey,
Can we just change that? It was the Lord that was seduced.
Nope. It was definitely this woman. And she'll ask, she'll tell you that she's here to greet all new arrivals, and that she'll be taking you into the Grand Hall shortly. May she ask who she will be introducing?
Oh, so they want my name now.
Yes, they would.
So I was supposed to come up with a name.
Sixth son of the House of Noble?
a name
It's Abba.
of some kind. Abba.
Abba. If anybody's seen The Last Kingdom, they would know.
I was thinking of the band, but yeah.
So your name is Abba?
Abba.
Abba.
Abba?
The dancing queen.
Abba. You-
Hubba
Abba,
bubba.
bubba, abba, bubba,
Abba.
abba, bubba.
Because everyone knows, in Nordic tradition, they give you, what is it? They give you bad names to make you strong, or something like that. I can't remember the tradition.
Oh.
Abba, bubba,
Which is why you're
abba,
named after
bubba.
Abba.
Abba,
Why
bubba.
named after Abba?
It sounds like a kid. You sound like a kid,
So
Harrison.
how would you spell that?
ABBA.
Abba, bubba, boy.
Is that what
UBBA?
you're wanting to go with? Actually, ABBA?
I will give me a sec.
Okay, take your time.
Looking up what
Just
the
like
name
Clint.
is.
Clint from the House of Six.
Clint?
I have no idea. I'm trying to make up a name for him.
No, that's fine. I want to know what to announce.
It is UBBA.
Uba.
Uba.
Uba booba. Booby booby.
Noble Uba? Or is that the last name or a first name?
It is Meow.
Well,
Introducing sixth son of Uba?
Completely stealing this from the TV show. It's fine, guys.
We are tripping over the very low bar of name your character. This is session 30.
Well,
He had a name, Noble Six.
but we have to have a formal name.
Right.
And we'll-
Oh, my goodness.
There you go. There's the name.
Uba Lofbrock.
Okay.
All
there you
right.
go.
Hey, look, he found it.
All right. Thank you, Uba. If you'll follow me this way, I will make the introduction, and she will walk this direction.
You better go.
And dynamic lighting. This map is so freaking big. I have
Is
to
it
zoom
down?
in.
Uba Uba. We need Harrison. She's right here. Can you be like back here?
She will open these doors and these doors. And she will go into this room, and you guys should follow her.
Yeah, if we don't, that'd be suspicious. Door.
So just me, or is it really dark in here?
More ominous statues.
There's a lot more of the statues in here. There might be chairs though.
Ominous chairs.
There's like duplicates of people.
I sit in the statue's arms and let it cradle me.
And take a nap.
Like, well, we don't want to be front row, so we'll hide over here. This is where I'm gonna hide. There you go.
Talk to people. I mean, this person here is in here 4 times. Quadruplets.
Clones.
Sorry.
It's clearly quadruplets. They're all sisters.
Okay. With that, she will come in and she will announce you. Announcing Uba Lothbrock and Entourage. And she'll step back then. Or actually, no, she'll say, and with that, I believe that is all of our guests. Everyone should have arrived. And feel free to mingle amongst yourselves. And she'll step back and give you an opportunity to walk around and talk to people if you so desire.
Well, Uba. Your family was here, so can I meet your family?
That's a good question. So are we seeing the House of Lothbrock here somewhere?
No. You are the only person that from your clan that you would recognize.
Well, I guess that's a good other question. Is there anyone we recognize?
You guys wouldn't. Noble 6 might. Well, actually, all of you would, because you talked to the headquarters, you would definitely recognize the Lord and Lady, Zardik, and what was her name? Kira. Yeah, so you would definitely recognize Lord Zardik Horn and Lady Kira Horn. The Lord and Lady of this enclave. You wouldn't recognize anyone else. Noble 6 might. Roll a D8, Noble 6, and we'll see how many of these people you recognize. You recognize 2 of them. Do you think that you would be more familiar with the warring tribes or the mercantile tribes?
The warring tribes.
All
Clearly,
right.
the quadruplets.
No, those are just commoners to show that this place is filled with people. So you,
Guys.
Noble Six, would recognize these two men down here.
I might name them Ug and Brug. Uga Bruga.
Nope. That is this one here. You know, is the head of the Thunder Tree clan, Jorman. I'm sorry, Thunder Wind, not Thunder Tree. And father of the groom. And this one you would have heard tales of. He is a famous warrior in the Thunderwind clan named Gorit, known for going into battle without any weapons.
Oh.
Dwarf monk.
And I suppose because this is, after all, a wedding, you guys are smart enough to deduce that these two are the bride and groom, Gwendolyn and Tanis.
The bride has a beard.
What's that?
The bride has a beard.
Yep, she's a dwarf.
Dwarves have beards.
That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4 people that you do not recognize.
Why would we just completely surrounded them and then just like
However you're going to end that sentence is then we die.
no,
like,
we don't attack. We really just surround him. Maybe we corner him first since he's easily to corner. We just start asking him questions. Like what's
Right,
your
hear me
social
out.
security?
Can we perceive like which sides hate each other?
Sure, make a perception check.
What was the other one? Gorit?
Yeah,
Thunderwind?
Gorat. 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 Did I give you? Yeah, his.
I accidentally
his,
closed it too
and-
quick and now I can't find it.
It should
Yeah,
just be at
yeah.
the very top. I haven't put them in folders yet.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah. It was easier to find if I leave them all out and then
Yeah.
put them in folders later. Then I don't have to scroll through all the different things that I've need to show you.
Yeah, we don't have to either.
But yeah, roll perception checks, everybody.
I have advantage. So I'm gonna roll terrible.
No, you did good.
You rolled too bad. You got 19.
Who rolled the 15?
I did.
Noble 6 did. Okay. What about George?
17.
There we go. You guys all rolled really great. So, here are a few things that you all notice. First things first, you notice that of all the guests in the area, only a handful are armored. You've got this gentleman by the door. You've got the Jorman, the leader, the father of the groom, and you have the Lord and Lady. They have armor on, and none of them have weapons. Yeah.
Just for reference,
Everyone-
I'm assuming all of our other stuff is in the bag of holding for easy access if we decide we do need weapons.
Okay. Yeah. So George, being in his suit of armor, isn't necessarily drawing tons of attention, because that's what you decided on, right? You wanted to shape your armor to look like something.
Yeah, like the Nordic carved armor from Skyrim.
Yeah.
Not
so
Daedric, Nordic.
Yes.
so it isn't necessarily drawing a ton of eyes, but people have noticed you're in armor. This gentleman specifically has noticed you and your weapons. Were you carrying weapons? I had assumed you were.
My plan was to have my holy symbol and then most of the other stuff in the bag of holding for quick access.
Anybody else? No, nobody wanted to carry weapons.
No, I think I decided to play it cool, put my weapon in the
What
bag
level
of holding.
warlock are you now? Still 1?
I'm still level 1.
So you probably can't. Hexblades don't get to summon their weapon. That's a Pact of the Blade thing.
So anyway, he will not clock you for your weapons, but he will notice that you're rather heavily armored. You notice that most of the people in the room seem to be mingling and having a good time, but these two and these two seem a little reserved. Not hostile necessarily, but definitely reserved. They're not having as much fun as everyone else seems to be having.
They're in a fierce staring contest. Neither side can back down.
Was there anything else that you noticed? Nope, that should be pretty much everything for now. So is there anything you'd like to do? Anyone you'd like to speak with? Or are you content to just let the evening, or the morning, shall I say, continue on?
Yep, Noble 6. You want to go talk to this guy since he's been side-eyeing me this whole time? Because I'm wearing my armor. He's wearing armor. What a hypocrite.
I guess. What would I say to him?
I got this. I walk up to him and go, so, how's it? So, which side are you here for? You gotta ask this question.
Yeah, he will tell you that his niece is the bride. He is Thoman Dargon.
Dadgum, his armor looks very puffy.
This
man is a-
He's just very puffy.
He is a thick boy for a dwarf.
Right.
He's a
No one
thick
said we
boy.
were small.
He's got a
And
big
You
dwarf
see his
body
armor
mass.
here?
There's steam coming out of his wrist there.
Like, okay, you got Gord over here, Thunderwind. He just looks like a slim, strong dwarf. And you got Thorman over here, who's just a thick dwarf. Yeah, thick boy.
Very
That's all I'm
intimidating.
saying.
and is that all you wanted to do, was introduce yourself?
No, I just want to. I just said I actually want to comment on his armor. His armor looks really nice. It's very
Oh.
shiny.
I-
Compliments his physique.
He appreciates that.
Stroke
he-
his muscles gently and
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh baby,
There's no way we make it out of this room alive.
there is clearly a way. It's persuasion. This is what I'm good at. 25.
Definitely. Even the 13 would have been good enough. He's very proud of this armor.
His mustache bristles a little on the end, becomes more erect.
Yeah.
you have successfully seduced.
Look, Aaron, the best way to stay alive is just to make sure everyone likes you.
Right?
You have to compliment everyone. Get the brownie points.
He will tell you that he crafted this armor specifically for today, and that it has a few secrets of its own, but he needed to do it because his niece requested he be in charge of security for the event, which is why he's in armor when very few other people are, and why he's standing near the door and paying attention to everyone.
That's why he was side-eyeing me. See, we figured it out.
With my smithing
Size
background
me,
/ domain, can I point out something like interesting or well done about the armor in an appreciative way?
Absolutely. Make a persuasion check as well with advantage too.
Oops.
He recognizes that you know your stuff. That's obvious to him, but you are laying it on a little thick. He knows you're trying to brown nose him, and yeah, he's not one to be taken in by
Smooth
by
talk.
flattery.
Unless it's George.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
No. George did it better.
No,
He knew
he's-
how to
he's-
smooth talk a dwarf.
Yeah, he's very much being a hypocrite here. He loves flattery. He just wants it to seem a little more genuine.
I've rolled a 2, a 9, and an 11 tonight.
You know, that's actually pretty common for you.
I'm aware.
bunch of high ones,
I'm
too.
fully aware.
He rolled a bunch of high ones too. You've gotten 18s and
Yeah.
Nope, those are all after bonuses. Actual on the die, 2, 9, and 11.
I mean, 11's pretty good with a +7.
Yep.
I mean, for 25, I rolled a 13. No. Yes. No. Bad math.
Probably
Yeah, he'll-
18.
Yeah, 18.
he'll tell you. Like I said, he'll tell you a little bit about his armor, but he won't go into. He'll go into detail about what you can see, but he keeps hinting that there are. It has surprises. It has some magics in it.
Yeah,
that
you see this in the picture. He has steam coming out of his fist.
Yeah.
This man is steam powered.
So,
And,
anything else you'd like to discuss with him, or
Oh,
anyone else? Here?
I go, yeah, I'm here with my buddy / partner, Uba. Uba Lothbroke or whatever.
Are you here with him, or are you here with your lady?
All right.
Well,
your lady friend.
Technically both. So,
I'll bring her in.
see,
So you don't
I'm
forget
here with
her.
her because she's
Sorry,
my
my buddy's just a little confused on sexualities every once in a while.
no.
He can't seem to get
no,
the
no.
hint with me that I don't want him, but he keeps coming around.
Is there drinking at this party?
And so I look at Nobles. I'm like, no. I'm just here to protect you, okay? But also, we're going to a nice wedding, and my lady got invited, so she came along. It's a 2-for-1 deal for me, okay?
And with this sidebar happening, Thoman begins to lose interest.
God damn it, Noble Six.
He's too old for this.
I just simply go, thank you for your time.
I'll take a
Will
step
be.
back.
I walk over like, dude, why? Why?
You look, you needed some help.
I think I had was
The
just
first thing
fine.
came to my mind was a gay joke, and I don't know why, but it was happening.
Yeah, I get it. You're irresponsible and you're young. You're a noble my ass.
That's
The only thing noble about you is the way you wipe is the way you share a toilet.
Veerheist, what are you doing?
We're kind of bickering over here now.
I'm trying to pretend I'm not associated with anyone.
Not a bad idea.
Aaron's can't afford his way out. Me and Noble Six are bickering.
I'm attempting to be as unassuming as possible, so I kind of just lean on my cane and close my eyes like I'm
In the middle of the room.
meditating. Yes,
Are you trying to
taking a moment to, I don't know, take in the
Are you
room.
trying to hide, or are you trying to
No.
eavesdrop on someone, or just vibing?
Just kind of vibing. Yeah, just kind of listening to everything. I guess.
Okay.
Seeing if I can hear anything that seems out of the ordinary, but not really looking for anything in particular. I do have big ears.
Let's see. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, the room's just too crowded. Everybody's having too much small talk for you to really
Mhm.
overhear anything of any significance. Anybody else want to do anything, or let the night continue, or the morning? I keep saying night. It is the morning.
Nice.
Does it seem like there is a specific means of offering the gifts or a certain time when that's supposed to happen?
Based on what you're observing, you can't really tell. If you wanted to ask someone, you could make your way around and ask people. Certainly seems like Resquin, was that her name? Yeah, Rizwin was sort of in charge of introducing people, so it would probably be a safe bet to ask her about things.
Well, Aaron, you want to go talk to Rizwin?
Oh, hey, I was on mute. Yeah, let's ask her about him.
Okay.
Can we try to see how far Sally can act ink before she notices and gets pissed?
Nope. Nope.
That's a dangerous game.
Look, I'm George. I flirt with danger. My goal is my goal with danger is to do better than Ron Mop.
So your goal is not to end up a corpse in a closet.
Yes.
Yes.
Hoping to be
Well, at this
revived.
point, I probably wouldn't. I'd just be a corpse in the ground, and someone would have taken my armor. Because I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty sick. I don't say so myself. We'll let you take that on solo, because I think it'd look weird if we just swarmed one person to the next, like we just did too.
So what are we asking?
The protocol for offering wedding gifts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Don't worry, you haven't missed it. Uh, once everyone is finished mingling, we will make our way to the vaults, where you can present your gifts, and they will be stored uh, until after the ceremony.
All right, we will hold on to them until then.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Oh, what do we want to know, folks?
Let's learn more about her. How did she land this gig?
She's the daughter of the Lord.
I wasn't paying attention apparently. I goofed. Yeah, so never mind.
You know what? She'll actually say, you were the last to arrive, and you do seem, if you're asking a question like that, maybe you're not super familiar with dwarven weddings. Um, Let me give you a quick itinerary. So you guys arrived at 11 a.m. In about 15 minutes, 11:15, we'll make our way to the vaults and present the gifts. At 11:30, drinks and lunch in the tavern. And you will have 3 hours of free time. Uh, no, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. 11:30, drinks and lunch in the tavern, which will last until 1:30 p.m., where you will have time to change clothes and relax in the guest quarters. It's free time. At 4 p.m., the ceremony and vows will take place in the temple. At 4:30, we celebrate in the dining hall. And at 6 p.m., you'll depart. The wedding will have concluded.
Are there any special rituals or components we should be keeping an eye out for during the proceedings?
None that concern you.
Well, gifts at all, lunch and drinks, guest
We need a
quarters.
rogue.
Also, you would know that as it's been her job to introduce everyone, you could ask her who these other people were if you wanted to.
So are we down to 2 un-ID'd people, or is it still 4?
3.
3.
1, 2, 3.
Well, we point them out and ask who they are.
All right. She will start from left to right. The very left. And let me make it back to their relations. So on the very left is Rala Dargan, and she is the cousin of the bride. After that is Amara.
Is Toman her father?
What?
Is Toman her father?
Toman?
Thaman?
Oh, yeah, probably. That would make sense. It doesn't specifically say that, but probably. Then again, they could have all kinds of brothers and sisters. I don't know.
Hmm.
After that is Amara Dargan, and she is the mother of the bride. Oh, and because you probably won't ask, but the Go Rat is also the cousin of Tanis. But lastly, all the way back there at the wall is our vault keeper and mage, Ironbeard. He'll be the one inspecting everything that goes into the vault and in charge of the security of said vaults.
I feel like he's been corrupted by our rivals and is going to somehow help them rob the vault. Insight check
On her?
on Ironbeard
On
and
the
his
vault keeper.
sketchy little glasses.
From
I
across
don't-
the room on someone you
Yes.
haven't even spoken to yet?
Yes.
Just by
Okay.
looking at it. Never mind.
His eyebrows are very sketchy.
I didn't trust him when I looked at him either.
He's definitely inside of you.
Yep.
He's
inside.
of us?
He's inside him.
Oh,
Man, he is nefarious.
He's so evil.
Anybody else you'd like to talk to or do anything? Or can we... Or would you like to let the morning continue?
of course, I get a decent roll on like the dumbest possible thing.
You insight that he is a wizard.
Those are sketchy little glasses.
What exactly? What insight are you trying to glean from this?
Looking at him, seeing if he's fidgety or
Is he betraying his employers to aid our opposition in stealing the last piece of the orrery from the vault?
No, you don't get that vibe from him from across the room. No.
just by hearing the short description of him from what's her name?
Rizwin.
Yes. So the way she describes him doesn't sound like she doesn't trust him or anything.
No. You could ask her more about him, but if you wanted to know more, she might potentially tell you. But based on what she was saying, you didn't detect any malice in her voice or derision.
Okay, then. This guy is nefarious indeed. He has her fooled.
He's trying to pull the wall over her eyes.
All right, was that all the people we didn't know?
Yep, that's everybody that... I mean, you haven't talked to all of them, but you probably don't have enough time to talk to all of them. It's just 15 minutes.
Hey, what if I don't want to talk to him either?
Okay.
I mean, Ironbeard might have helpful information, but I also don't know how well we can. I don't know how well we can ask for information about the vault. Maybe we just ask him for more information about offering the gifts and just kind of generally ask about the vault and what all that's going to be like.
Maybe, but...
All right. Well, with that, that's probably a decent amount of time to mingle. And Ironbeard himself will step up and say, "It is time. If you will all follow me to the vaults, and we will put the treasures away." And what direction would he take you guys? This is a wedding. This is a. Well, does it say what way he would take us? That would make sense.
Probably the longest way, so we get to tour the place as
Let's
we go.
Yep, they will take you through the long way. So, the bride and groom will actually be staying here. They will not be seeing the gifts because you don't get gifts until the wedding's over.
Oh,
Let me open these doors again. Okay, go back to.
I'm free.
Will actually lead the way. If you want to. If you want to follow her out these doors.
Yeah. Do this.
Level 6 of Beer House, you coming?
As we walk through here, I'm very curious about these rune floors as we go across them.
Oh, clearly the booby traps.
Are you asking about them, or are you just trying to investigate them quickly?
I think probably both.
Okay. If you ask her, and you're asking about the tiles, roll investigation checks if you're looking at them.
Well, I'm standing right on top of them, baby. What? How? Okay.
Okay, yeah. She will start telling you all about how these are just very decorative tiles, that they're using them to make the place look extra nice for the wedding. It's a celebration after all. And with your investigation checks, she seems to be telling the truth. Um,
Oh no, they've barred the way.
yeah, I know. Yeah, those bars.
sorry,
They can't stop me.
where? Oh, here we go. Yes, these are just another barred, like gated area. But she will
The way
open
is
it.
blocked by minstrels.
See, they've been
No,
barded.
this one does not seem to be musically activated. But she will open it.
You said it was
And-
bard gated.
Okay, so there's like red boxes on the wall.
You know, those doors.
Yeah.
Okay. Here I thought they'd be spot for traps.
Right. It's lasers.
Now let me. There's so much doors and dynamic lighting and just things that are really bothersome. Just let me click on things.
There's just no way this doesn't turn out to be a labyrinthian battle that we are chased out of this building.
We use the hacking door to quickly create a portal and run.
Am I back on the right layer? Finally. Okay. So, having walked you guys through there, here come the rest of the guests. No, I don't want to highlight everything. I want to click and drag. Click and drag. This would not be the actual locations that these people are standing, but no, I don't want to highlight everything. Click and drag. Rizwin would instruct you all to all stand on the ground level, while Ironbeard up top would call you all forth one by one to present your gifts to him. If you guys would like to go first, then we can just perception check what everybody else does. Oh, and there's also a little thing here, a little blurb. Your vault awaits, ready for the gifts each family has brought for the wedding. As instructed, we will safeguard these gifts until Gwendolyn and Tanis are ready to receive them. For today only, keys will be given to Toman Dargan and Goret Thunderwind for the storage of any additional gifts during the celebration. After that time, Toman Dargan will retain one key, and Horn Enclave shall retain the other. Rizwin then grows suddenly stern. Please remember that the Horn Enclave is a secure location. As we are responsible for our other clients, you are expected to remain at all times with your group in the areas indicated for your itinerary. Now let us proceed together to the vaults. And they walk towards these vaults. When you look at the vaults and the doors, the vaults and the keys, each vault door is covered in iron bands lined with lead to prevent scrying. It is air and watertight and features layers of locks that make opening a vault without its keys nearly impossible. 2 keys are required to open the vault door, with one typically held by the Enclave and a second by the owner of the vault's contents. But as they mentioned, for today only, both Toman and Goret will hold the 2 keys. When both keys have been turned in multiple locks, the doors open. While the wedding is in progress, Goret and Toman each have one of the keys for the wedding vault. And yeah, so what would you guys like to present to him first? You can go up on stage one at a time or as a group.
How about as a group? Since I think Aaron and Vera have it all, and I don't have much.
Works for me.
I'll say we can kind of make it a group project.
Okay.
So I guess this is the spot where I'm going to, and I kind of give people a heads up, like, a special demonstration of the divine magic of the forge to create a gift worthy of this wonderful couple, and then I'll use Artisan's Blessing and just sort of lay out 100 gold and just sort of swirl it up into a reasonable likeness of the two of them.
Okay.
Aw.
My dog.
Give a performance check.
Wouldn't this be something I'm actually proficient in? Since I'm proficient in Smith's tools.
No, you wouldn't be. You wouldn't. You'll. The statue looks good. There's no denying that. The question is, what sort of reaction are you getting from the crowd? Which is not something that you're necessarily proficient in.
Somebody want to be my wingman and hype me up for advantage?
Sure.
Oh, I will. You got
I'll
it.
I'll you up.
Yeah. George likes hyping. Oh, well,
Jeez. What the heck? Okay, we'll take it.
Yeah. These. You sensed in the other room some. Not hostilities, not necessarily disdain, but some tension. So a lot of these people, especially the closer the relative was to the bride and groom, the more tension you felt. But for the briefest of moments, it seems as if your display of magic has just made them completely forget that they're upset about something, and you get a round of applause. Very very good.
Awesome. And then we'll also take out 10 ever-burning torches. Are we carrying all of these in? Or is there like some kind of magical...
No. You're giving them to Ironbeard for inspection.
Okay. So I think that we're sort of, part of all this is elaborately like pulling out all of these ever-burning torches that are like shards of crystal with this light emanating out of them. And then whatever. Veerheis, what did you end up deciding for your trinkets?
it was whatever you were saying. I think it was the... Oh, crap. What was it?
Yeah, we'll just say they're trinkets for now. Once you have all presented these things, Ironbeard pulls out a glass jeweler's eye, and you can all roll Arcana checks.
And we're back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looks like the
Veerheis, you roll one more time, Veerheis, because you would, being a merchant and proficient in Arcana and everything, did not help.
Never mind.
George got the best.
Veerheis, you recognize this as the jeweler's eyepiece is magical. You can definitely sense that it's magical, but you don't know exactly in what way.
I was like, is it kind of like the eyes of minute seeing that I have, or?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
Do those give you some kind of advantage when checking out items?
Up close, yeah.
Yeah, you would not be up close for this. You presented your things and sort of took a step back.
A range of 1 foot. I can Yeah.
Yeah. So you definitely get the sense that this is magical, and he's inspecting everything you gave him, and he determines that it is all safe and no trickery afoot. And what? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna group you guys up real quick. Actually, I'm not, because it's tough. So this Virheis, you would be in this vault for now, but he is putting them into this vault.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take all of you and put you there so you recognize it, because you would all be standing near the vault. So this one, the one I'm pointing at, the bottom one there, Noble 6.
Gotcha.
What is happening? How did you not go back out, Noble 6? What is happening? Stop moving your pieces, people. I don't know why I drug Aaron in there, and then all of a sudden he popped back out. I don't know why.
It got really dark for me.
This one, Aaron.
So that's where our gifts went.
This is where all gifts are going to go.
Oh.
It is one
Okay.
vault for the wedding
Okay,
couple.
it's the wedding vault. Okay, but not
Yeah,
yet.
all these other doors are other vaults.
But they're for other things.
Yes.
So
Okay.
here's an important question about the keys. So did
What
we
is
see the keys as he made this explanation?
Yeah, he would be handing the keys off to.
Just looking at this setup, is it clear that the keys are magical?
No, I don't believe the keys are magical.
Oh, this is going to be real easy, guys.
I could be wrong,
What?
but I think they're just regular keys. I mean, you didn't get an up close look at them or anything. You just saw that they were keys.
Well, that means all we need to do is borrow one of the keys for 1 hour, and then I can make 2 copies, and we can just come down here.
Are both keys the same though, or are the keys different?
You don't know.
Oh.
You just know 2 keys are needed.
So I have to steal both keys.
Anyway, so that's the vault it goes in. But this is a ceremony, so I'm going to need all of you to make a round of perception checks.
Oh no. Oh, you're really good at
Jeez.
doubles.
Huh.
Damn.
Come on, where is this? This whole thing is set up in such a stupid way. Okay, yeah, you guys rolled really well on your perception checks. So from a distance, you can't tell. What?
So that's my fault. My phone.
You can't tell exactly everything that's being given as gifts, but you can tell they include things like furniture, more art pieces, other large items. But some of the things that you can see that sort of stick out, you notice some adamantine bars, which Aaron, can make very good armor.
You can also
And
make
it's
Wolverine.
What's that?
He said it could also make Wolverine, I think.
Yeah. The adamantine bars, you based on the quick little glance you got, you would wager that it's worth between 3,000 to 7,000 gold pieces. If you wanted to sell it instead of creating armor. Speaking of armor, you also noticed a very shiny piece of armor being given, and make some Arcana checks. And Noble 6, you can do it with advantage.
Oops.
Nope.
No, that's
That was me.
for Noble 6, that's actually good enough. You're Dwarven, and you, even though you just got the barest glimpse of it, as someone was bringing it up, you'd bet your life that this was Mithril Armor. And it's you definitely know that Mithril Armor being given as a gift at a wedding probably has some magical properties as well. And finally, and this one is being most people weren't making a big deal out of their gifts like you guys did. They would just go up and present them. But finally, Jorman goes up and he is making a big deal out of his gift. He wants everyone to see what a kingly gift he is about to bestow upon his son and future daughter-in-law. And he holds up what looks to be a leather belt with the Thunderwind clan insignia inscribed upon it. And you don't even have to roll for this one, Noble 6. This is something you would be you definitely would have heard of. It is a belt of dwarven kind.
Haha, I'd already written that in my notes before you said it.
Yep.
A belt of dwarven kind?
A belt of dwarven kind. And Ironbeard, as each gift is presented, inspects them just like he did with yours and determines that they are all of no trickery, they're all good quality. And he puts them all into the vault. He closes the vault door and locks it, and then inspects the vault door with his eyepiece before giving a silent nod and coming out and giving the keys to Toman and Jorman. And with that,
Yeah, Laura and Steve, we're talking about Shepherd's House United Methodist Church.
Gift locking up ceremony has been completed, and they invite you to drinks and lunch in the tavern. But that is where we will stop for the night, because it's almost 10 for me. But also, I imagine that this is the part where you guys might want to plan things, as you've got a lot of free time, not necessarily free time, but unsupervised time coming up, followed by a lot of free time.
So it seemed like this is a mechanical system and not a magical one.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, yes, but there are definitely some magical safeguards. The lock itself isn't necessarily magical, but it will hold out against certain magical
attempts to unlock it or
Yeah.
force it.
Right, but as long as the keys aren't like magically ID'd somehow.
Not that I can tell. Yeah, to the keys themselves, from everything I can tell, they are strictly mechanical. Now I say that, and next week I'm going to come across a paragraph where it says something, but yeah, from everything I can tell, they are strictly mechanical. If you can get these keys, you can get into the vault, assuming you don't get
So,
caught getting there.
I still feel like our best plan. I mean, we still have to figure out how to get the keys, but I can copy the keys, and then we can put the keys back.
Hey, I mean, get them drunk in the tavern, and maybe they'll let you take a look at them. Who knows?
But it takes a freaking hour.
Do you have to be staring at the key the whole time?
You have to possess the original during the ritual.
Ugh.
Anyway, that's for you guys to think about while during this week. And we'll come back and walk you to the tavern where you guys can make plans or whatever. See, you made it through an entire session without starting a riot. Aren't you proud of yourself?
No,
There's-
not
You're
really.
not attempting was stupid.
There's too much map here. There wouldn't be this
Yeah.
much map if we couldn't end up in a if we weren't likely to end up in a horrible fight.
No, I'm telling you, they intend you to not fight.
Okay.
They make it pretty clear that if you start a fight, you'll almost certainly die.
So it's like one of those like stealth action games or whatever.
Yeah.
We are
I mean, I
the
guess-
worst party configuration for that.
For not raising a ruckus.
And you guys also have a big advantage because you have the door that you brought in with you, so you can make a daring escape a little more easily.
And I guess that's a good question. So
Also, I should point out that this is the vault for the wedding gifts. You don't know which vault the orrery is in.
well, that was one of my questions.
Yeah.
Although process of elimination, the scenario is written to make it very clear how to get these keys. It would be wild if we get in there and we just like see it in another vault and can't get to it, and it's just like, well, the end. Oh. Okay, so approaches we can take. Well, we tried honesty in Luskin, and that didn't go well.
Did you try honesty in Luskin? Because I
Yes.
feel like you didn't.
Nope. We definitely went straight to the chief pirate captain's office and said, hey, your town is in danger because there is a dangerous magical artifact here and people will be coming to get it. And they screwed us and went straight to Dran and made everything harder.
Well, you didn't tell them who you were with. They thought you were with the Mind Flayer people. You were
Doesn't matter.
very
They
adamant
still-
about not saying anything about Ack Inc.
They still screwed us.
Why would we have gone to tell them? Anyway, I don't feel like it is. I don't feel like that's a strong approach.
Yeah, that's probably good reasoning because they do not like Ack Inc. here.
Well, again, I wouldn't say Ack Inc. I would say
Oh, that you were wanting the piece for certain. Yeah, no, they would probably, even if they believed you, they would think that this fortification was strong enough. And also, they have a client that they're not necessarily willing to betray. You let one person into a vault unauthorized, and all of a sudden everybody thinks they can get into vaults.
I mean, we could even say we're willing to talk to the client, because we know the client isn't, or doesn't appear to be, either Dran or the Mind Flayers.
Or Ack Inc.
Yeah, really, we're playing defense. Like, there's something narratively satisfying about collecting all the pieces, but we don't actually have to. We just need to stop anyone else from doing it.
So what you're saying is we divide the pieces that we have with us right now, and we all go our separate ways. Safe as bet.
Now, I think they'll hunt us down and kill us. But what I'm saying is that we could, we could point out that it's safer to potentially to get it out of here and hide it in some other way, knowing what kind of things might be coming for it. But anyway,
it's either that or we blackmail them. We simply say, "Hey, we're gonna expose the Ori in all its power, and we're gonna tell them that you guys have a piece of it. That way, you guys will be weakened by the amount of people who are going to try and come and take it, and you're going to piss off a lot of clients because you're not going to let anyone in. You're trying to protect one stupid Ori piece. We'll use that as last resort."
Yeah. Okay, so other options. If we steal it, we can copy it. Although, we have to almost work from the assumption. I don't know how to ask too much about the vault without getting immediately having suspicions, thrown our direction.
Oh, I should mention, because I'm not necessarily doing it, but throughout the hallways, and you probably would have seen them as you were walking, there are guards. They're patrols. They're not stationary. They walk around, but they are rather more spaced out than you would have thought. And you can surmise that perhaps they've gotten slightly laxed. The guards have, knowing that the fortifications are so good on the outside that it would be so difficult for anybody to get in. They don't need to do, like have somebody rounding every corner every 5 minutes or so. They take a little while to. They walk slow. They probably don't have as many guards on duty at a time as they maybe should have. But outside of that, everything is very much on point. At least as far as you can tell in the 3 rooms you've been in.
So we do have to get back here afterwards. So an important question about our door. I kind of thought we could maybe get away with putting it like in an alley or something.
Mm-hmm.
How... I really wish they'd written more about this. How closely could we situate a door if we wanted to?
What do you mean?
Like, so we can kind of move where these doors are. Because the plan was to move one into the city. We probably can't move one, like, down here somewhere, right?
Down where?
Like, into the vault area.
I would say that in the vault area is probably too magically protected. They would probably have ways of I say probably. They have ways of safeguarding against teleportation magic like that.
Mm.
But maybe outside, down here in this hallway or
Like
this
maybe one of
hallway.
these rooms or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would give us an escape route. That would be very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So if we got the keys, we could do that. Could tell them the truth. We don't think that's a good idea. Obviously, there's some kind of tension in the family that we could dig into and see if we find out anything helpful. I mean, narratively, it would also make sense if whoever is the keeper of the orrery, whoever owns the piece that is here, is either at the party or someone knows about them. But that does kind of mean oh, we don't have a plan. We'll just see what happens.
Maybe you can think of people to try and talk to while you're lunching and having drinks in the tavern. But with that, I'm going to get off for the night. I will see you guys next week.
All right. So
Joke.
I'm going to make our new agenda list. So we need to secure the keys, access the vault, escape through manor door, and questions. So who is the client the Horns are keeping the orrery for? Orrery piece for. What is the tension between the families? What else would be good to know? Can y'all think of anything else?
No, not the current moment.
Oh. So it made a reference to Rizwin's jewelry in the blurb about the Horn Enclave. I wonder if she is the owner of the orrery piece.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good assumption.
And we can contact Flabbergast if he might have info. That's really all I can think of at the moment. I mean, I would also, I guess a side question is, does the opposition have an agent here? We didn't kill the Mind Flayer, right? It escaped by plane shifting.
Yes, it escaped.
Okay.
Barely escaped from us, but it escaped.
So from now on, I'm calling him Snorlax, because that's really close to his actual name.
Yes.
So the question is, does Snorlax have an agent here?
Right.
Or is Snorlax going to show up here?
Is
Yeah.
he going to show himself? Yeah.
Or who is the buyer?
Well, and that's what we need to know is who are they keeping the orrery piece for? Because theoretically, if we could find out, I mean, that's an option too. If we get the if we get the client on our side, then we could just like legitimately go retrieve it and leave.
Or you hear me out. I cause a huge distraction. Thank you, if I could speak. By casting Mind Sliver.
So the plan is to unleash the death slot and see what happens?
Yes.
It would cause mass chaos.
Right. It could fight those golem things, and
But its only goal is to kill you, Harry.
oh,
Is this only going to kill me, or is it just to unleash it? Because I thought
does it attack whatever's nearest, or yeah?
Because I thought that's how it worked. If I kind of went off, cast it, hope I got lucky. Like, could I cast a fail?
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a cantrip. Like, you could just keep casting it.
I thought it was just a once per day type deal.
No, that's reverse gravity.
Oh,
Mind Sliver is a cantrip. It's just that it has a 10% chance of summoning the Death Slod every time.
Yeah.
So if your goal is to summon the Death Slod, you can definitely do it.
yeah. So like,
And
if I like,
if we summon it
summon it
once, does that mean like it's done, or is that does it just?
It has
Is
not
it
been
one?
clarified. However, I did look into it. Death Slods are probably impossible for us to kill.
Oh yeah, no. Our goal is to.
I wasn't talking about as
We'll
trying
let
to.
other people kill. Yeah, we're not going to kill it. We're going to let other people fight it.
Well, it also has plane shifting abilities. And so if it gets into a bad spot, it will just literally vanish like Snorlax did.
Oh gosh. And then will it hunt us for like the rest of the campaign?
That would be my assumption.
I think it's still worth the shot because I think there's too many people here. We can run. It would cause mass chaos,
Right.
and we blame it on like the bride's family to make the groom's family really upset, and they start fighting again. I'm sure in like 80 more campaigns when we reach level 10.
I'll say we're not going to reach level 10. We're going to run out of campaign before then.
I mean,
Is it bad that CJ left the most of the map open, so we technically can't explore?
I mean, aren't there shut
Some
doors?
lag.
Shut doors in a lot of...
Yeah, but it was hallway stuff, and you can just go around.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I've already explored a good chunk of it.
Okay, anything else on our strategy down here? I mean, summoning the Death Slot is an option.
so if we're struggling that hard, we can just summon a death slot, and eventually it will not be able to kill us all.
Okay, but once we summon the Death Slod, then what? Is it throw it down the door, escape?
Well,
You
no,
can't
so we can either use it for escape if we have the item and then cause a huge distraction and escape, or we can use it to cause a huge distraction if we still can't find the timepiece. And then if they're able to kill it, I'm sure we can almost try to resummon it again. It is a huge option. Do you guys have the ability to cast a cantrip to summon the Death Slot as well?
I don't think so. I
No,
think
it's only on the original piece, and that's
The
why we
main
haven't put the
piece.
pieces together.
yeah, mine had the teleportation thing that it could fail and teleport us somewhere weird or whatever. But
Well, and the way the last person used it, they teleported and left the item behind.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it's definitely a plan. We just got to figure out which. I don't think it's any of those vaults down that hallway would have the timepiece in it.
I mean, just from a narrative perspective, it would be wild if it wasn't in the vaults that we have heard of.
Hey, it says there's a gem in the Slod's brain that if you get it, you can command the Slod. So we just have to get the gem out of his brain, no problem.
I'll say, feels like our chances of that are not good.
About a -50 right now. I'm pretty sure one hit can just kill you, Veerheist.
Probably.
Like,
I don't know, that other campaign, you got pretty good at ripping hearts out of those gem creatures.
Hey, I was a 1 HP in a dream.
Colby, is that how you're supposed to kill those creatures and keep the heart? Just wait till it's exposed, rip it out?
Well, I mean, really, what got you was the first time you killed one, you all specified that you destroyed the heart.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, because we shot at the heart or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, like you clarified that you were destroying the heart. Yeah, I think in the long term, probably I'd work out better mechanics for how do you preserve certain components. Like, yeah, you can kill that fire elemental with cold damage, but if you do, you're just going to put it out and end up with nothing. And maybe to not destroy the glass monster, yeah, it's vulnerable to bludgeoning, but if you use bludgeoning, you're going to shatter it into a million pieces, that kind of stuff.
Thankfully, all of us are piercing damage people.
Whew. Well, if we're done planning, I'm at least going to get us off stream. Bye, Internet.
Bye.
Adios.
Thanks for stopping by.